Hello friends, welcome to my channel Pon Virus Citadel. Sorry for my long silence because of some domestic work. We were discussing the solutions for NET 2023 December question paper. Already we have discussed the solutions for questions from data interpretation, research methodology, and teaching aptitude. Today in this video we will be discussing questions from arithmetic and logical reasoning. Are you ready? Now look at this question. Which of the following is arranged in the order of increasing connotation? Connotation means concept or meanings. So we have to find out here which out of this four has got more meanings or more concept. Alright? So look at the first one. Cow, bovine, mammal, vertebrate, animal. So as you see, the animals is a very big concept. It's a big kingdom. So the animal kingdom includes many groups. And under that we have two main groups called vertebrates and invertebrates. So vertebrates are animals which have the spinal cord or the vertebral column. On the other hand, the other class of animals, invertebrates, they do not have this spinal cord. So under the group vertebrate, we have many classes of animals, and one of the classes mammals. The other classes are reptiles, aves, there are so many. And under that mammal, one group of mammal is bovine, which includes all cattle, buffaloes, bisons, etc. So cow is one of the bovine. So here, see, the connotation is more here. Animals, the connotation is more here. The specification is more. That means you have to learn more concept. So the animals is a broad concept. But if you proceed this, the cow will have more of connotation or more of meaning. Only then it becomes a cow. Otherwise, it's just an animal, right? So which is the reverse of this? The fourth one. Starting from animal, it is an increasing order of connotation. So animal means very broad. Then comes vertebrate. Then comes mammal. Then bovine. Then cow. So this is in the increasing order. The first one is in the decreasing order of connotation. So the thing here what you should know is connotation. Connotation means concept or meanings. So if you go from the broad thing to a narrower one, you need to know more of concept. Otherwise, you can just easily put cow in the broad group animal, isn't it? But when you say it comes under vertebrate, it comes under mammals, it comes under bovine, that means you have got to be more specific, more meaning. Then only that concept of cow becomes clearer. When I just say a cow is an animal, a lot of animals are there, isn't it? The snake is an animal, and the bird is also an animal, and the crocodile is an animal. So many, but only when I say cow, it means it has got a spinal cord. It comes under mammal. It gives milk to the young ones, and it belongs to the group called bovine. So the fourth one is in the order of increasing connotation, more meaning. How do we eliminate the second statement and the third one? Looking at the order of the five elements there. This is not the order of the the systematic classification. You should be familiar with the classification. You should always start with the kingdom and then go to the class and then the subclass, family, genus, species. So there is an order starting from the kingdom. So only these two are in order. This is in the reverse order, the first one and the last one. The third and fourth one, there is no order. The systematic classification, it does not start with the species or the genus and it should end with the broad kingdom. So that is not the third. Second and the third you can easily rule out. They are only distractors in this question. So only your doubt should be only between first or the fourth. But here, since it is asked, it is the increasing order of connotation. This one has got the increasing order, starting from the smallest connotation to the highest connotation. When we say cow, it is very specific and it has got more concept, more meanings. All right. Well, look at this question. Which fallacy is committed in the following argument? What is good for each individual type of business cannot be bad for economy as a whole. What is good for each individual type of business cannot be bad for economy as a whole. What they mean here is what is good for one type of business is good for all. What is good for one is good for all. Cannot be bad is good, right? So the argument says what is good for one type of business is good for all type of business. This is called overgeneralization. You are generalizing something, but you are overgeneralizing, which is a fallacy. What is fallacy? Fallacy is a mistaken wrong conclusion arrived from incorrect arguments. So there are different types of fallacies. One is red herring. Another type of fallacy is fallacy of composition. And another type of fallacy is slippery slope. And another type of fallacy is called false cause. Now we'll see what type of fallacy is committed here. Red herring is a type of fallacy where the attention is drawn, diverted from the real issue. The great example would be our media, always diverting the attention of the public from the real serious issue to something which is very trivial. We know that every day it is happening. So, but here in this statement, what is good for an individual type of business is good for the economy, not bad. Here is good. So read it as good for economy as a whole. Here nothing is diverted. Your attention is not diverted. So it is not red herring. But the fallacy of composition. Yes, it is fallacy of composition. You are overgeneralizing it. What is good for one is good for all. You are overgeneralizing it, which is called fallacy of composition. That is what is committed here. The mistake committed here is fallacy of composition. Because what is good for one business type may not be good for all, isn't it? Not always. Anyway, we got the right answer, which is the second one, fallacy of composition, but still we proceed to the third and fourth because you should see the other options also. And because now, especially in this discussion, you should know what are the other types of fallacies. So we are proceeding to the third one, which is slippery slope. What is slippery slope? Which is again a type of fallacy, which is a mistaken conclusion, which one makes when he makes a claim about a series of events that would lead to a big major event. If I tell you an example, you would be in a better position to understand. For example, if I say I won't clean the window because if I clean the window, I'll become allergic, then it will lead to cold, then it will lead to pneumonia, and finally I will die. See? This is too much, isn't it? Of course, some of the people may be allergic to it, but not to the extent of dying. So, this is called a slippery slope. You are assuming so many events leading to one, leading to another. If I do this, this will happen. If that happens, that will lead to this thing. If I lend you, or for example, if I lend you 100 rupees, my son will get angry and his wife will start shouting at me and she will drive me away from the house and I will have to go live in the forest and animals will eat. See, all this nonsense. That is called slippery slope. And what is the fourth kind of fallacy? It's the false cause. That is, you assume a false, wrong causal relationship between two events or two things when none exist. For example, if I say, many people say this, every time I come late to the office, the boss arrives early to catch me and punish me. He comes early only to catch me and punish me. See, you are incorrectly assuming the cause of his early arrival to his desire to punish you. That is not the real case. He doesn't come early to just to punish you. He has got so many things to do. But it so happened that he came early that day when you are late. So, but you are assuming the cause for his arriving early to you are coming late, which is not correct. This is called false cause. So, in this case, this is only over generalization. What is good for one individual type of business is good for economy as a whole. Is you are committing a fallacy of composition, which means that you are over generalizing. Now look at the question. In a certain code, he is a world champion. The sentence, he is a world champion, is written as Yasa Samaka. World is a family is written as Masa Basa. Being champion is difficult is written as Fasadaka. What are the codes for champion and is? So you make a column, you write the English sentence as it is. And opposite to that, you write the code words. So here we have got he is a world champion. So write the codes as they are given. And the next sentence is world is a family, and these are the code words. And the third sentence is being champion is difficult, and you have copied the code words here. Now look at the common words. See here, the between the first the third sentence, champion is common. Champion here also there, and third sentence also champion is there. And also is common. Is here the third sentence. So two words are common. He is not there, here not there, world is not there in third. So two words are common, is and champion. Look at the code words which are common. So the sa is common. Sa is here also, sa is there, and ka is there. Here also ka. So it should be between the, but we don't know which is which is champion. So but the two words are sa, the two codes are sa and ka, but we don't know which is for is and which is for champion. And now look into the middle sentence, is there. So for is it is sa is there. So now we know that is sa and ka is champion. But look at the order. The codes for champion and is. So ka should come first. Ka and sa. So the third answer is the correct one. Got it? Very simple one. Now look at this question. Determine the next term in the following letter cum number series. So both letters and numbers are there. So the four letter cum number series are given. And look at the pattern. You should always look for the pattern. So here this is very easy. A, B, C, D. The first letter, it is easy. A, B, C, D. So the next one, it should start with the letter E. That much we are sure. but unfortunately all the 4 options start with E. So you have to decide now looking at the other letters and number. Now look at the last letter. It is very easy. Here it is in the reverse order. V, W, X, Y. So U, V, W, see the last alphabet. V, W, X, Y. It is in the reverse order. So U, V. So the last letter should be U. So it could be either this, the first one, or the third option, which is the correct one. We should find out. You can eliminate the second and fourth because the ending, okay, this is also U. So we are eliminating the second option. It should be between 1, 2 and 4. So it should start with E and it should end with U. The middle number you should find out. Look at the pattern in the number series 2, 3, 5, 7, and it's all prime numbers. See, you should find out. You know what is a prime number? Prime number is the one which is divisible by 1 and by itself. The same number, no other factors. It should not have more than 2 factors. One factor is 1 and another one is the number itself. So 2 can be divided only by 1 and by itself 2. No other factors for 2. And also 3 is a prime number because it can be divided only by 1 and 3. And 5 is a prime number, again it can be divided by only by 1 and 5. And no other factor. And 7 is a prime number, it can be divided by only by 1 and 7, no other factors. So the next prime number is 11 because 8 has got, the next number is 8, it can be divided by, has got 2, it can be divided by 4, so it has got more than 2 factors, so it is not a prime number. And 9 is also not a prime number because it can be divided by 1, 9 and 3, okay, so that is not a prime number. And 10 is not a prime number, it can be divided by 1, 10, 2, 5, so it has got more than 2 factors, and the next prime number is 11. So option 3 is the correct answer. Got it? See here, look at the question. Ram can finish the work in 18 days. And Shyam is twice as efficient as Ram. That means twice as efficient means he can finish it in 9 days. Isn't it? Ram can finish it in 18 days. But Shyam is twice efficient. That means he can finish it half the days. So 9 days. If both of them start the work together, how many days it will take them to finish the work? So, see, Ram can do the work in 18 days. In 18 days, he can finish one full work. And so, in 18 days, he will finish one full work. And in one day, how much work will be done? So 1 by 18 amount of work by Ram. This is the amount of work that could be done by Ram. And coming to Shyam, he can finish, he takes 9 days to finish one complete full work. So in one day, how much work he will do? He will do 1 by 9 part of the work in one day. So now together, they both of them, Ram and Shyam, they are working together. So that means in one day, they will finish 1 by 18 work by Ram and Shyam will finish 1 by 9 work per day. So together, you add the amount of work done by them. So if you add, so they'll say 18. So you get 1 time plus 9 will go 92 times 2. 3 by 18. 3 by 18, you simplify, you will get 1 by 6. So together they can finish in one day 1 by 6 work. Isn't it? This is work finished by them together in one day. So if one by 6th work is done in one day. And how many days it will take for them to finish one full work? One full work is 1 or 6 by 6, right? So 1 divided by 1 by 6 into 1. So when you are dividing, you should interchange the number. So 1 and multiply. 1 into 6 by 1. 6 by 1 into 1. That becomes 6. So together they will finish the work in 6 days. You got it? So first you have to find out the amount of work done per day, per one day. So it is 1 by 18 work by Ram, and by Sham it is 1 by 9 work. Not coming. 1 by 9 work. Together 1 by 18 plus 1 by 9, that will give you 1 by 6. That means together they can finish in one day 1 part by 6 part of the work. So if they have to complete the entire work, how many days it will take? It will take 6 days. So the option 1 is the correct answer. Now look at this sum. Read it first. A certain sum of money is lent at a compound interest rate of 10% per annum, payable half yearly. What is the effective annual rate of interest? You are asked to find out the rate of interest, and it is compound interest. You should know this formula for compound interest. It goes like this: A is equal to P into 1 plus R. 1 plus R by 100 into T. This is the formula for compound interest, where A is the total amount, principal and interest, and P is the principal amount, and 1 plus R is the rate of interest divided by 100. T is the time, and here it is payable half yearly. That means the R will become R by 2. Okay, because you are going to get interest twice a year. So R by 2, and the time also will become 2T. 1 year means 2 times. Now replacing this, you will get see here. Now what the amount is 100, isn't it? So 1, you have to find out 1 plus 10 by 2 divided by 100. This part we will do first. So 10 by 2. Why 10 is the rate of interest? So R is 10, but 2 times annually. So 10 by 2 divided by 100. So that means you should interchange this and multiply 10 by 2 into 1 by 100. That is what division is, right? 0, 0 and 1 by 20. Now you add 1 plus 1 by 20. How much this will become? 1 plus 1 by 20. The LCM is 20. It becomes 20 plus 1 is equal to 21 by 20. So this entire value is 21 by 20. T is 2 times payable half yearly. In a year you get 2 half yearlies. So 2 times T into T. 21 into 21 by 20. That is equal to 441 divided by 400, and that is equal to into 100. Into, we'll put this easy for you. So into 100. What is 100? 100 is the principal amount, P. So now we'll get 441 divided by 4 is equal to 110.25. This is the A. A is the total amount. And our total amount you are getting is 110.25 paise, and the principal amount is 100. So your interest is 10.25. So this is the percentage, because your principal amount is 100 only. So this is the interest rate, the cumulative. The compound interest rate is 10.25%. The option 4 is the correct one. I hope you understood this. So you should know the formula for calculating the compound interest, which is the amount is equal to principal into 1 plus R divided by 100 into T, where A is the total amount, that is principal with interest, P is the principal amount, this is 1, R is the rate of interest, and T is the time period. And here we are taking the rate of interest is 10%, but we are dividing it by 2 because they are payable twice a year, half yearly. That means half of it you will get at the end of 6 months and half of it you will get at the end of 12 months. So 10 by 2 divided by 100. So when you are dividing, always this divisor, you should reverse the position. But the numerator, you put it as it is, 10 by 2, multiply it into 1 by 100, you get 1 by 20. 1 by 20 raised to 2 times. What is 1 by 20 plus 1? 1 plus 1 by 20. See here. So you are going to add 1 with 1 by 20. That will become 21 by 20. And it should be raised to 2 times. Why? Big 21 by 20 square. 21 by 20. Why 2 times? Because the time is 2. It's not 2 times. Here you are getting the interest. So 2 times. It becomes 441 divided by 400. And into the principal amount is 100. So you divide 441 by 4. You are getting 110.25, which is the total amount. A is this 100 and the principal amount is 100. If you minus this, you will get the interest, which is 10.25. So fourth option is the correct one. So given below are two statements. Statement 1 says the statement Swati's mind is a tree always laden with fruitful ideas is an analogy. Yes, what is analogy? It's the comparison. We are comparing Swati's mind with a tree, and our ideas with the fruits. So this is a metaphor. Metaphor is a kind of analogy. We are calling her mind as the tree and her thought as the fruit of the tree. So it's a analogy. Analogy is comparison. So metaphor is one type of analogy where you say, you don't use that word like or similar to, but you just say her mind is the tree and her ideas are the fruits. So that is metaphor. Metaphor is a kind of analogy. So it's a correct statement. It's analogy. So it is correct. And the statement Swati's mind is a tree always laden with fruitful ideas is only descriptive in nature. That is also true because we are describing Swati's mind. It is like a tree and it is laden with fruitful ideas. So both are correct. So option 1 is correct. Both the statements are correct. Analogy is when you are comparing, and you may use the words like it is like or similar to, and or you may not use the word. You just to say this is this. So that is metaphor. And metaphor is also a type of analogy. And what is given here is analogy, metaphor analogy. And descriptive statement, it just describes. So this is also a statement which is descriptive in nature. This is describing the mind of Swati. So both these statements are correct. So option 1 is the correct answer. I hope you got it right. This is a question on syllogism, Nyaya syllogism. In our previous video, we saw syllogism, but what we saw was Aristotle's syllogism. But this question is from Indian philosophy, Indian Nyaya syllogism. And what is the difference? There in Aristotle syllogism, there were 3 prepositions, major, minor, and the last statement would be the conclusion. Remember, we saw that. And now in this Nyaya system of syllogism, there are 5 prepositions. And the last one is always the conclusion. We will see what are they. They are called avavyas. The 5 prepositions are called avavyas. You should know this because sometimes they may ask in Sanskrit. They are in Sanskrit names. So we will see an example. Then only you will understand what are the 5 preposition and how do you conclude, and then only you can answer this question. We'll see an example. Look at the first preposition. The hill is on fire. And the second preposition is because there is smoke. How do you say it? Because there is smoke. And the third preposition is wherever wherever smoke, there is fire. And fourth statement is so there is smoke in the hill. And the fifth one is therefore he lays on. This is how the 5 preposition, out of that the first 4 are called the premises. They are called the premises. And the last one is the conclusion. Therefore the hill is on fire is the conclusion. The first preposition is called pratigna. Pratigna. J. Pratigna. And the second one is the hetu or the reason. And the third statement is udharana. Udharana. In Tamil we say udharanam, the example. Udharana. And the fourth one is upanaya. Upanaya. And the fifth one is the conclusion. Or you should know the Sanskrit term nigamana. Nigamana. So these are the hill is on the fire. What is the reason? Why do you say the hill is on the fire? Because that is, I can see smoke. So that is the reason. Hetu is the reason. And why if there is smoke? Should you say that there is fire? Yes. Wherever there is smoke, there is fire. Example, kitchen. Kitchen, you see smoke and there is fire. So, udarana. And so I see smoke in the hill. That is upanaya, the application. The application. And so therefore the hill is on fire. I come to a conclusion that hill is on the fire. So this is how it is. And here what does it, the statement say, among the five preposition, the first coincides with the fifth one, nigamana. See the first one, the hill is on fire. And the fifth one is, so therefore the hill is on fire. Both are same, they coincide. The pratigna coincide with the nigamana, the conclusion. The first and the fifth coincide. Yes, this is a correct statement. And what is the next statement? What does it say? Among the five prepositions in Nyaya syllogism, the second, itu, the reason, coincides with the fourth, the second and the fourth. Because there is smoke, the second, and the fourth one is there is smoke in the hill. So both are same. Yes, the second and the fourth preposition coincides. So both the statements are correct. So which option says both the statements are correct? The first option says statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. So option 1 is correct. So only if you give the example, you know. This is Nyaya syllogism. I can give you one more example for you to understand it better. See that also. So if you know this two example, it is enough. See again, five prepositions. Socrates is mortal. You know the meaning of mortal. That is, death is certain. One day or other, everybody will die. You know, Socrates also is mortal. The second one, you know, hetu, reason. Because, why do you say Socrates is mortal? Because he is a man. All human beings, all women should die. And third one is udarana. Here you are saying whoever is man is mortal. Okay. And the fourth one, Socrates is a man and is mortal. Definitely is also mortal. And the fifth one, therefore, Socrates is mortal. So this one is pratigna. The second one is the reason or the hetu. And the third one is the explanatory example. So this is an example, dharana. And this is panaya. Where are you applying this example? To Socrates. All man is martyr. Socrates is a man. So this is application of the upanaya. And the final one is nigamana or the conclusion. What do you conclude? Socrates is martyr. So this is how you should do. So both the statements are correct. I hope you understand it. So friends, well in this chapter on logical reasoning and arithmetic reasoning, we have seen, I think, 8 questions. And I hope you understand that. And I have a suggestion for that. So I've not given the Tamil video for the last English version because I thought all these are question and answer. So it should be all right for all, both who are comfortable in English as well as Tamil. But if you're very particular to, if you want Tamil version or the Tamil explanation, please tell me in the comment box. So I'll make the Tamil video. Other regular lecture videos, I will definitely make both in English and in Tamil, because these are all the only the discussion of the questions from the question paper. I thought it is enough if I give the English version. If you're very particular about the Tamil this thing, I will do it for you, and also comment about my writings on the slides. Now I am using that ink pen. I mean, what is that? Drawing pen, XP pen, and I'm just practicing it. And so send me your feedback in the comment box so that I will try to make it better. Yes, I'll come up with the next video on the next few questions. There are, I think, some 20 more questions are there. Questions from environmental education and people and policy and higher education systems, and questions from comprehension or left, and also ICT communication. So I will come up with the next video from questions from that chapters. And if you have not subscribed to Panvaira Citadel, my channel, please do so and click the bell icon for immediate notification. Thank you. Bye bye.